Board at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and then I get out and it's like 3:30. So I'm like, let me get a cab. And some guy walks straight up to me and he's like, I'll give you a cab. Where are you going? I'm like, it's Al-Azhar. And he says, yeah, 85. 85. And I'm like, well, I know for a fact that it's not 85. And he goes, no, fixed price. Fixed price. Absolutely. Absolutely. So I find another guy, and finally I get it down and negotiate it down, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm like, yeah, got my negotiation on. I call home. I'm riding in the cab. I'm like, yeah, I know exactly where I'm going. It's like a 2-hour cab ride because this guy can't seem to find Al-Azhar, but that's okay. I'm feeling good. I'm in the city, right? And then I get out of the cab. I go upstairs, and I'm like, I'm going to call home again. Ooh, don't have my phone, right? I left it in the cab. And now I'm freaking out because, I only booked a hotel room for one night because I didn't know what's going on. The hotel owner's like, don't worry about it. Just sit down. Sit down. Just don't worry about it. Here, have something to drink. Just sit down. And I'm like, no, it's serious. I have my phone in the car. So the next morning, I get up and he's like, here's your phone. And I'm like, what? Are you serious? You got my phone back. Some cab driver just went off into the street, and I was like, wow, this is so amazing. I left my phone in the cab last night, and then the guy gets it back to me in the morning. It's like, Egyptian people are so amazing. So amazing. I was so happy. I was so excited. I'm like, these people are so nice. Right? Then the next day, I take another cab, right? And I'm at Metro on, right across from McDonald's on Al-Azhar, and I'm going to the American Embassy. And this guy comes out and he's speaking English, and he's like, I'll give you a really good deal, 15 pounds, I'll get you to the American Embassy, right? It's like a 5-minute walk away.